Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. This is it. This is the missing link, and I want to share it with you. Go through it, share some information, a little bit of a backdrop, and we'll go from there. This is really important for you, whether it's specifically applying today, the future, for somebody you know. So please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel in other ways, consider being a member. Thank you so much to all you members. I truly appreciate your support. You can go to the homepage. You'll see highlighted members and a join button. Thank you again for your support. All right, so the missing link here is in reference to, and I pulled up an older article. I just got reminded of this, and it's the headline on VA News is Buddy Finder provides a faster method to find former service friends. Okay, that's important. Now, the reason why this is so important, especially now, is those types of situations, rekindling relationships with those that you served with, are twofold. One, it's good. It's a good thing to do. It's exciting. It's fun to relive some things, in the past with them. But also, it's somebody who can write a letter attesting to their knowledge of your service-connected condition, right? And with all the spotlight and focus on the Supreme Court with regard to the benefit of the doubt rule, I would venture to say that there's some collateral effects here of, okay, the Supreme Court thinks that there's enough teeth in this to actually review it and take on this case, which means that the U.S. Court of Veterans Appeals and the Board of Veterans Appeals and maybe even the VA might be taking a different look at how they're applying the benefit of the doubt rule. Evidence is evidence, right? You have medical evidence, you have lay evidence. Now, the fact that you would be getting letters from service members that you served with to attest to their knowledge of a certain circumstance or situation that either caused or that you had a condition manifest during service, that's going to be lay evidence. And I'll tell you that typically you see lay evidence really being more advantageous in the appeal process with the Board of Veterans Appeals or even at the U.S. Court of Veterans Appeals. But I would venture to say, and then I'm going to get into this, I would think, and I could be way off here, but I would think just because the fact that the Supreme Court has taken on this case, that automatically the judges at the U.S. Court of Veterans Appeals are going to start taking a little more of a, I guess, they're going to be paying a little more attention to the benefit of the doubt aspect of the claims that come across their desks. Same thing with the Board of Veterans Appeals. No judge in their right mind wants to get their decision overturned. So I would venture to say that they are going to be a little more in the veterans' favor. Just as an example here, at least the last numbers I pulled up, about 1/3 of appealed decisions from the VA that go to the Board of Veterans Appeals get ruled into the veterans' favor. That's 1/3. Now, the other 2/3, if those get pushed on, those judges don't want their decisions overturned. It makes them feel like they're not doing their job. So they're going to be a little more, I guess, aware of the benefit of the doubt rule. Now, what does that mean for the VA? Well, from a leadership perspective, maybe the VSR is like they're just doing their job and they're just, I don't know, it looks like it's a little more weighted towards negative, so I'm just going to deny. But from the leadership level, how does it feel to have the decisions that your team is making on veterans' claims get overturned or remanded from the BVA? It probably doesn't feel good. It's a horrible metric, and it should be, in my opinion, part of their KPIs, right? Their key performance indicators for that leadership. Now, in any case, what we can do is we can make sure that we're providing as much evidence as possible. The missing link here is the ability to find people that we served with that could attest to their knowledge of certain, ailments, conditions, circumstances that may have caused conditions, whatever it is. And this could be the way. So I'm going to read through this and share some information with you in the comments and description. So Buddy Finder provides a faster method to find former service friends, is what it says. This actually came out earlier this year, so this is still fairly fresh information from the VA on this specific thing. And this isn't a VA program or anything like that. So it's just the sharing of some non-VA information that could help veterans. So TogetherWeServed.com. TogetherWeServed.com is the name of the organization and the website. TWS for short. Together We Served. So TWS's new Buddy Finder was created specifically to help veterans find those they served with. Now, with more than 2.3 million members in 5 separate service branch websites, TWS has possibly reconnected more veterans than any other website or organization. The secret behind the high rate of success is the depth of TWS's hand-built databases that contain hundreds of U.S. military units, ships, squadrons, and bases going back to World War II. To find a person he or she served with using the Buddy Finder, all the veteran needs to do is select their service branch and then a keyword and or number contained in the unit name. A list of all unit possibilities containing that keyword or number is then presented and a selection can be made. Then, by entering the time frame served in that unit, TogetherWeServe.com's search engine quickly looks up all other TWS members who served in that unit at the same time and delivers the total number of possibilities. Once registered, a veteran will be presented with a complete list of names and with direct links to their service profiles ready to make contact. By entering other units and time frames on their service profile, people who also served in those units will be presented as well. Select the image below or visit the Together We Served website to find people you served with. Obviously, you don't see the image below, so you go to TogetherWeServed.com. Not only is TWS able to provide every veteran with an excellent chance of reconnecting with old service friends, but it can also be useful in locating personnel who may have been present at an event during their service that later impacted their health. For the buddy statements, right? Those personnel may be able to provide a witness statement to help support a VA benefits claim. To find all veterans you served with, visit the Together We Served website. Reconnecting with old service friends is just a click away. Now, that concludes the article here, but I will tell you that many of us, if you hung on till the end, many of us, I guess, chose not to go get our ailments documented while we were in service, right? It's just the fact. Unless it was something major, you didn't go. Now, if you got hurt, you were limping around, you were on a hike or something, twisted an ankle, whatever it was, fell on your head, hurt yourself some way. Maybe you were always getting Motrin. Maybe you were always getting, antacids, whatever it is, right? So you could have that person attest to their knowledge of you suffering from that condition, and then you can utilize that as part of your evidence. You would also want to work with your doctor to get a Nexus Letter, but your buddy statements help to corroborate the story. You want to paint a picture. You want to tell a story with your claim, right? Your own statement, statements from witnesses, buddies, statements from family members, a Nexus Letter using that information as well as your MOS and other things as your rationale for the Nexus Letter, and get that off to the VA. So with that, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.